While WWE 2K26 has a lot of negativity surrounding it, and I mean a lot, the game is still going to release with a lot more to look forward to than it leads on from the bad press that it has been pushing. I mean, the microtransactions and scumbag practice of locking premier content behind a battle pass that some will likely never touch after a while, and once the future happens, it may be gone forever. But what may not be gone is the good that will actually come in the game. So for the time being, let's forget about the bad and try to be optimistic. For a change, let's spearhead the campaign to make the people who are going to invest in this product one way or another a good reason to see the plus side of things. So here are 5 things to be excited about in 2K26. So the first main thing that gets me excited is the prospect of what happens to the game from a production level. I am a part of the Main Academy Wrestling Federation under the Freak Show faction. Show is run by Colbert9, so if you haven't already, follow and subscribe to him on Twitch and YouTube. It'll be linked below. And the show is a great time. With that said, the stories that we craft as a group of creators and overall fans of the product leave us to be enticed by the presentation. When they announced that there would be a new broadcast feature, it got me super excited. I mean, Cole already put so much energy into his commentary, so to have the camera angles that reflect that, it's going to be fantastic. And I was thinking of how the CPU versus CPU run federation could look more like an official broadcast as a result. It's going to make the creatives happy and people who just want to relax and even watch a few matches play out in front of them. So it's a nice advancement in the franchise that I am pleased to see make its debut. There's also going to be more match types, and they're always a welcome thing. The return of matches from previous games that also bring tons of warranted hype, as they can expand on the game in unique and creative ways by providing a much needed dose of variety. So of course, the return of matches will always put a smile on any fan's face. So when the Inferno match and the I Quit match got announced that they were coming, and they haven't been included in quite some time, people were pretty excited. Also paired with the dumpster match is a good variation of the casket match that could probably lead to a bit more fun while still feeling relatively familiar. But the match type that I've been waiting for to return for years is 3 Stages of Hell. It's the best culmination to a rivalry, and it's honestly one of the easiest matches to understand. It's the best 2 out of 3 series. 2 opponents fight each other in differently selected match varieties where damage can carry over, and the 3rd match, if needed, is the overall culmination point. And I've just wanted this match to return ever since Universe Mode became so expansive, so I can't wait to see it return and watch as the chaos unfolds as a result. So realism can only go so far with refinement, and because of that, developers have always been asked by fans to push the limits of their interactions with the wild further beyond what the game allows. So while we won't for sure understand the depths of how the game performs, it's very promising that we are told that this year's entry is going to focus more on interactions with fewer restrictions. What does that mean for the player, i.e. you? Fewer restrictions means that collisions with the environment won't have as many wonky interactions. So imagine your wrestler going for a big move, a spot if you will, and then your opponent counters it right before going flying into a set of steel steps. Before there was an invisible wall, a barrier, and your character would gracefully fall to the match as if nothing happened. So alternatively, a grappler could be reversed into an Irish whip, the can animation would happen, bleh. So no longer will we have to use the theater of the mind to say, oh, that move looked like it hurt. We're gonna get more spontaneous and unique results from everything that happens. They reference SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 as a barometer for success in this regard, and as a longtime player of the franchise, this is very exciting news. So now, people are going to collide at Impact with so many different weapons and areas that it's gonna look more realistic as a result. So, are we more inclined to appreciate the violence brought on to us? In a sense, more than likely. Nothing like taking the chair to your opponent, or even a bowling pin, because why not? And it's been very fun to see that and the damage that occurs from it. And the game has started to understand that everything and anything can be used as a tool of destruction against your opponents. So why not continue increasing what we can use to decimate our opponents? The biggest challenge is what more can you include to bring fun, natured atmosphere of fighting with anything to a video game while still keeping it functional. And thankfully, they have seen others succeed with certain items and weaponry, and now they're going to include that into the game. Thumbtacks in shopping carts are a welcome inclusion, and I can't wait to see it because the last time thumbtacks were in a WWE game was SmackDown vs. Raw 2008 on the Wii, and it was crap. So it's amazing now that we actually get a more polished product with newer weaponry. So it's going to be cool to see, having the ability to use like the lower level of the steps, a shopping cart, and things like that to just get more chaos. And I love chaos in wrestling games because it's exciting and it's new and it's something that we can all be grateful for. And one of the life forces that I enjoy the most of every wrestling game, and I've talked about it previously, is the creative suite. It's the thing that keeps the game alive and thriving. It's the community. So nothing better than using the community to keep it going by going onto the community creation portal, downloading characters, downloading stages, downloading imagery, just to make your game feel bigger and better by taking things the developers just didn't include. But of course, everything had restrictions, so it's good to see that they have finally been listening to us and are giving more tweaks to the creative suite by giving us more additional sliders and image slots. So this way we'll be able to create bigger and better things with our wrestlers. Will that same idea translate over into universe mode, create an arena, create a title, create an entrance? Who knows? But at the very least, this is the start of something that I know a lot of us are extremely excited for, because in all honesty, the creation suite and its community is the lifeblood of WWE long after the launch of the game. And of course, obviously there are more things in the game that may be enticing to not only me, but for some of you watching this. And of course, while the game has its problems that I have no issue pointing out, there's always going to be reasons to keep us playing. And that is better than nothing at this point. So if you have something about WWE 2K26 that you're at least looking forward to, let me know in the comments. And of course, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.